Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Arena Lacrosse League action. It is the St. Catharines Shockwave with Cam Seneca down for the face-off against the Whitby Steelhawks wearing the black. St. Catharines in their white with the gold caps, and the first shot of the game is a goal. What a start for the Steelhawks right off the bat. Pat McCrory takes it from the draw, heads down and beats Cam Seneca. "11 seconds in, perfect start. Whitby goes for the defensive face-off. They've added Mark Farthing to the lineup. Former Creators Cup champion with the Durham Turf Dogs is spying Alex Pace. As Pace has the ball, he'll throw it over to Josh Becker on the far side. There's a cutter and a quick release by Jeff Wittig. That one stopped by Lucas Coote. Coote with a short outlet pass. Farthing goes for a run. Good to see him back on the floor after blowing out his knee in his first game with the Toronto Rock. That shot well wide, just going to be an over and back. Dylan LaPrade is hustling down after it. Not going to be able to get a break on the net, but he will start with possession. Watched there by Curtis Conley. Flip pass over. High intensity, really fast pace. Brooker Muir going underneath, shoots. Oh, and bounces up and out, didn't touch anybody. Effective checking there by Johnny Leclerc. Coote with the outlet pass. Connects with Conley. Travis DeBoltz takes it off the bench, throws it down along the far board. A little reach over to grab that one by Cody McMahon, wearing 88 today. That shot hard off the post. What a rip by Dylan Hutchison. Ball gets up out into the mesh, and Whitby will start with possession once again. Hutchison takes the pass along the goal line. Watch there by Chris Shevins. Almost had the ball in his stick. Shevins has it pop out. It's flicked ahead by Chris Bouchy of Whitby. And Dustin Gatt will run it into the offensive zone. He's an alternate captain for the Steelhawks. Shockwave. It was touched by a Whitby player, so no over and back. Becker will hand it off, and Anthony Patterson goes across to Jeff Wittig on the far side. Wittig's picked up by Pat McCrory, the goal scorer for Whitby. Ball rolls over to Coote. He'll hit it off to Garrett Lewis. Lewis with Patterson on him, almost lost his balance. A little bit of a bump there by Justin Pitchell. Pitchell is wearing number 12, serving as the Shockwave captain. Hutchison feeds it through. Austin Murphy's shot goes wide. That's going to be an over and back, and bounces into the Steelhawks bench. And the officials, the three coaches for Whitby, all yelling it was off the goalie, so they're calling for a reset. The officials check and confirm they did not touch the goalie. I think they got it right. I didn't think it touched him. Here's Jonah Mohawk. Mohawk had a tremendous Founders Cup playing for the Seneca War Chiefs in Saskatoon in August. Pass across and the hard shot off the post. Chris Van Oudegem of the Owen Sound North Stars Senior B Club. He's off to a hot start. All of these offensive players for St. Catharines they've been scoring a ton. Here's Farthing on the break, shoots far side. Seneca with the save. Just got enough of that one. We're 3 minutes in. Fast pace, lots of action here. Muir, who's playing some, he's playing D. He did this last year too. He plays everywhere for the Shockwave. Oh, what a rip. Jeff Wittig saw something he liked as he stepped across the restraining line. The sidearm shot just inside the post. 3:16 into the first quarter. We're all tied up 1-1. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League on JVI Sports Network. Brandon Turner comes out for the face-off for the Steelhawks. He'll be up against Cam Seneca once again. Each team with two players on each end of the floor. Seneca went early, so it will be Turner's possession for the Steelhawks. He just hands it to Hutchison and goes to the bench. Great to see Brandon Turner back in the game of lacrosse after he had some concussion issues that caused him to stop playing for a while. Bouchy throws it down. No, that was Cam Milligan, sorry. Bounce shot, goes a little bit wide. Can't be scooped up there by Mike McLaughlin. And St. Catharines is running the floor, as they did wind up with it. Pace spins off a check. Gets it back. That's Van Oudegem on the far side. Gives it to Mohawk. He's going to go out towards the boards. The youngster blasts through. Tries to get the one-hand shot off with 5 left on the shot clock. Van Oudegem picks it up. 2-1. And they'll run out of time. Muir just stops it and leaves it there and gets ready to play defense. It'll be a fun party game to see how often Brooker Muir leaves the floor. Hutchison, good job to flick the ball over his shoulder before he can push back for an over and back, but it does go to the Shockwave. Jones Smith tries to check Pitchell, and Muir winds up with it, throws it over to Leprad, and then follows him. Muir's up top, gets the ball. Thought about the shot right away, but nice job to get out on top of him by Jason Crawford, the Steelhawks captain. Wittig has it over by the boards. Goes around, Turner shoots, that one's wide. Farthing running the ball up. Tosses it across to Murphy. Milligan to Hutchison. Little slip pick there. Fernandez wanted the ball. He's going to head to the bench now. It's right down to 6 on the shot clock. Pass through Savolt. Almost got it. It's Travis Sabolt's number 6. It's loose, and the shot clock will expire on the Shockwave. Dylan Hutchison applying a little bit of pressure, but Alex Pace will just run it up to towards mid-floor, give it off to Becker. Aggressive check by Brad Holbrow. Becker does manage to get it off to the far side. Van Oudegem spinning through a check. Low shot. Coote swallows it up. Well, knocks it down anyway, but Becker gets it back. Behind the back, saved by Coote. Great recovery, and then Lewis picks up the ball. Still intense action. 2-on-2, and the Steelhawks will slow things down. Good decision by McCrory. Pitch will knock McMahon down. The ball pops loose. Here's a long outlet pass. It's a bit low. That one you could see was affected by the low ceilings. The passer trying not to get it too high and get into trouble, and Carl Kettle just couldn't accept that pass. It was behind him, down by his knee. McMahon takes the pass, and Steelhawks set up with 16 on the shot clock. Hutchison gives it back to him. No Blaze Reardon for Whitby, which really makes a difference on their left side. Hutchison comes up and plays more offense. Hutchison's been very good for them, but he's also one of their best defensive players, and he's been good for them, I know, but he's not Blaze Reardon, who's one of the top offensive players in this league. Wittig throws it across. Penalty coming to the Steelhawks, but it will not happen because Anthony Patterson rips one from the outside and tucks it between Coote and the post. 8:29 to go. McCrory and Seneca again. Seneca pulls it out. Grabbed by Pace. He's going for a run. Lobs it back up to the top. Seneca will hand it off to Muir and head to the bench. Still a couple of players coming out for St. Catharines as Becker killing some time until he's got some help. Toe drag by Wittig, and the pass doesn't connect. And here goes McCrory. He's got Milligan off the bench, but he's double teamed. Now he gets the pass through. Milligan shoots, just misses. Going back against the grain. Seneca may have got a bit of it. Hutchison makes the check, then goes to the bench. Josh Harris running the ball up. Harris, the star defender for the Brock Badgers. There's Anthony Patterson. Bodies his way to the net. Looked like he won the collision there with Johnny Leclerc. But the ball goes up the other way and finds the back of the net. Nice hard sidearm shot by Tyler Albrecht in transition. Facing off for Whitby. And it was Muir taking it for St. Catharines. Murphy gets the ball, gets Seneca going the wrong way. Little twister puts it just inside the post. It's 3-2. Back-to-back goals, 8 seconds apart for the Steelhawks. Today marks the debut of Bill O'Brien in the Arena Lacrosse League, the former New England Black Wolves defender. Wearing number 8 for St. Catharines. He's out there on the ball team, and he's going to stay and play defense as Whitby comes up with possession. He is deep in the zone watching Austin Murphy. They've got to get across. They just do. Jordy Jones-Smith circles back around, leaves it there for Milligan. Kind of handcuffed him. So it's a short, tight to the face pass, and then that pass is the one that gets away. LeProd straddling the line and then moves up into the offensive zone. There's Seneca with the pass across, and Becker has a head of steam. Just back scare at Lewis down. Lewis responds with some slashes. Coote grabs the ball, makes the short outlet pass. They've got Boucher down the floor. That pass gets astray, and here come the Shockwave again. Becker gets the return pass. Oh, he's got a wide open cutter. Feeds him to Delco. Can't bury. Great pass. Nice awareness by Becker. The key was he didn't telegraph that. He just waited until just the right moment, then lobbed it ahead for Nedelko to run onto. Here's Hutchison. Watched there by Harris. Oh, and there's a high shot right over the shoulder. So St. Catharines comes away with the draw. Alex Pace runs it ahead. Hands it off to Patterson. He's just going to watch Holbrook protect the ball and then get it back to Jonah Mohawk. Gives it to Pace. There's Muir with the toe drag. Travis Zabolts with the goal. Jordy Jones-Smith going for a run. Muir comes back. Oh, that's a great pass by Jones-Smith to get that ball fed through just before he can be stripped. But the save by Seneca. And eventually it is snagged there by Van Udigam, who's going to stay for the offensive shift. Obviously that's his primary role. He was back helping out on D. He's got Wittig over with him and Becker. Wittig takes it along the boards. Bit of a pick there by Pitchell to open him up. Three on the shot clock. And LeProd's just going to lob it down after switching hands. Turner takes that long outlet pass. Milligan just waves to Turner to wait and then says, yeah, now go ahead. Smart leadership by Milligan to let his teammate know when he needed him and when he didn't, and he could go make the change. Hutchison takes that pass. Thrown up by Cody Hamley. Milligan. Watched by Muir. Oh, sorry, that was actually Carl Kettle on him. Bill O'Brien with the ball. Throws the outlet, and Becker will hand it off. Looked like he was going to cut to the net, but he'll actually stay up top now. Hands off to Seneca and goes for a run. Mark Farthing picks up Becker over in the middle. There's Wittig driving underneath. Farthing went up on the floor, and Wittig was wide open, but the ball eventually got to Coote, and here comes Farthing with a run. He's going to shoot, just misses far side. He's gone for that same spot on 2 break chances. Ball goes out of play with 3:57 to go. We will take the first official's timeout. Milligan has the ball in the restart, gets it through. Great give and go play as Murphy throws it down to Milligan, cuts down the slot, takes the pass in perfect stride and goes far side past the foot of Seneca. It's 5-2 for Whitby. Turner and Seneca once again. Seneca pulls it straight back through his legs, but Hutchison, the first guy there. And it's Holbrook that came up with the ball. Turner takes the pass from Lewis. Whitby having a little trouble getting everybody set up. A lot of pressure from St. Catharines. Now they drop back. Things just open up for Albrecht. He rips it. It doesn't get through. It's grabbed there by Pitchell. O'Brien lofts it ahead. Nice pass to Leprod. He's going to shoot. Goes 5-hole. Coote swallows it up. Crawford. Hard pass ahead to Hutchison. Hutchison's going to let her rip. Just misses the top corner. Ball snagged there by Chris Shevins. He's going to run it up. Thought about the early pass, but decided to run it. Gets it over to Muir. Van Uticum just leaves it there for Becker, who fumbled it momentarily. Hamley out on him. Mohawk bounces one. Coote stops it. Nedelko with another shot. He's had a couple of chances. Generally a defender. Nedelko's out there for an offensive shift. And he's staying. He's motioning. He's going to pick. Waits. Now he spins out. Sets a pick and rolls to the net. Mohawk throws to the far side to Muir. Stopped by Coote. That was right in the middle of the chest. And lane opens for Alec Johnson as he runs the floor. The ball gets turned over and Pitchell. Oh, what a goal. It gets loose. Zabolts grabs the ball. It looked like Becker was going to be able to swallow it up, but it came out. Zabolts picks it up and taps home his second of the game. McCrory and Seneca. Cut to the middle, side, thought about the sidearm shot, but Albrecht decides not to take it. Milligan accepts the pass, now he throws over to McMahon. Oh, Milligan catches it, twister. They're gonna say he was in the crease though. It would have been a lovely goal on the quick stick. But instead, he tickles the crease. That's gonna be an over and back, but it'll be picked up by Turner and they're gonna push possession. He's checked there by Mohawk. There's another chance for Whitby. Corey Becker runs it up, but it's turned over. And Holbrook takes it into the offensive zone, hands it off to Murphy. Murphy over to Hutchison. Milligan thought about the shot, goes to Hutchison. He's going to step around his man, drives to the net, shoots. Seneca had it, gets away, and he's lucky that it rolled off to the side. Or that could have been another goal for the Steelhawks. 6-2, just 45 seconds left in a fast-paced first period. Jones Smith up on Josh Becker. Becker's throws it down, but it gets away from Cam Seneca. Coote wants the long outlet. It's not there. Steps out of the crease. He's only got two to get it across center. So he flings it, and it's caught by Bouchy. Watched by Becker and Gatt. Bouchy gets hammered by the two of them. Wants a call. It's not coming. McMahon back on defense. He's covering McLaughlin. Goes to the trail. It's Anthony Patterson. Through to Becker. Thought about the behind the back pass or shot. Now it's Patterson's going to rip it. Save Coote. 5 seconds to go. 3. He's going to throw it long. It gets away. And they won't get a last shot as Crawford couldn't handle that pass. But they're already ahead. 6-2. The Whitby Steelhawks leading. All right. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. Second quarter about to get underway. Interesting that the stats are not as one-sided as the scores. Whitby's up 6-2, but St. Catharines leading the shots 15-13. 27-18, they have an edge in loose balls. It's 5-4 in faceoffs for Whitby now, 5-5 after St. Catharines wins that one. But on the scoreboard, big difference, but they start to creep back. Josh Becker gets the ball. It barely touches the mesh, and he rips it to the back of the net past Lucas Coote. Looked like Seneca was going to get the faceoff win, but kind of overran the ball. Turner almost had it. Now it's loose, and Seneca eventually comes up with it. Throws it back to O'Brien. Lob ahead. Pitchell looks for a cutter. Gets it to Wittig. He's contemplating a few options. None of them were really good, so he hangs on, then throws it across to Jonah Mohawk. Mohawk tries to split two men, loses the ball. Nice quick pass ahead. Little swim move there. As Alec Johnson runs it down into the corner, then throws it up to the top of formation. Cody McMahon over to Hutchison off the bench. Whittig caught back on defense. See how he does as Murphy is carrying the ball. Well, it worked out all right for him as Murphy went up throwing the pass away. Kettle thought about the first pass, waited, made the next one, gets it up to Patterson, but they have to slow it down. Mohawk down to the corner to Whittig, dives across. Coote, quick post to post to knock that one aside with his shoulder. Now there's another diving attempt. Great job by Holbrook to just give Patterson enough of a push to knock him into the crease. Whitby will start with possession. Still up 6-3. Boucher with the hard pass across. Shooting on the run, Jeff Fernandez. That one's going to come, I thought it was going to come back over center. Actually got up into the rafters, and Seneca will make the outlet pass. Gives it to Josh Harris. Quickly ahead to Van Oudegem. Steps around the pick from Becker. They battle through. Becker gets the ball back, tries to reach across. Coote comes up tall, knocks it aside, straight back out to the top. Seneca gets it, passes off, and goes to the bench. There's Van Oudegem. Nice pick by Muir. He gets the pass on a bit of a roll. The shot low almost got through Coote, but he managed to hang on to it. Play blown in. He's looking up the floor. Goes to Turner. Over to Garrett Lewis running. Murphy to Hutchison, some quick movement. Boucher coming in, backs his way, spins. Nicely defended by LaPrade though, but the pass out and a beauty finish there by Cody Hamley. Brooker Muir comes out to face off against McCrory. Ball's left in behind as they both tried to move and pick it up. Big scrum in there. The ref down there knows who's got possession. I sure don't. And it's Gatt that comes away with it. He takes a few heavy whacks there from Pat McCrory, and the ball is down. It's picked up. Steelhawks going the other way. Holbrook looking for help. Flips it through to Fernandez. Scores! Great play by Holbrook to be patient, and then a perfect lever pass through. Never sure here in Canada what to call him. It's generally Marko Selic, the Burlington native, but when he plays for Serbia at the World Championships and Euros, it is Celic. Either way, he's in the pipes. Going to try and fire up this St. Catharines Shockwave squad. We know they can score. They've scored plenty of goals this year. Whittig takes it as Celic will make the race to the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty coming. 12 on the shot clock. Patterson's waiting. Whittig to Becker, back to Patterson. They're still on the outside. Now they go back door to Whittig. It gets away. Holbrook or Lewis misses it. They've got two to shoot. Patterson, ooh, I think he hit his own guy. Justin Pitchell is the unhappy looking guy out there, the one who took that shot. So the Shockwave will go to the power play. You do not want to let the Shockwave go on a roll. They can score in bunches. Patterson's at the top. Becker and Whittig the lefties, Becker at the shooter spot. Far side, you got Jonah Mohawk right there. Shooter spot, back up top. Cam Seneca's down low. Farthing and Jones Smith, the top on the defense, on the penalty kill. Crawford and Holbrook were down low as Coote makes that save. Still caught up in his gear. Now he drops it like an Easter egg. And that pass doesn't get to Boucher. It's snagged by Craig Kettle. Carl Kettle. My apologies, Carl. And Kettle family. St. Catharines still waiting to get everybody out. Now they get the full power play unit. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Cam Seneca off the post, hard off the post. As Coot was doing the splits to try and get over there. Not sure if he left me a room, but that was close to going in. Gets out of play, and it'll go back to the Shockwave. Seneca tries the same thing. It's going to bounce off the boards a little differently. Out to Becker, who kind of shoveled it to Wittig. Might not have been ready. Lob ahead to Hutchison. Gat's chasing him. Hutchison shoots well wide. He hooked that one pretty badly, and it bounces up into the mesh. Jonah Mohawk runs up into his spot. 20 seconds on the shot clock as the Shockwave. Shockwave. That's shot by Seneca. Wide again. He's getting gradually further away from hitting his spot. The ball comes out. Play was not blown in. Whitby is wondering why that would not be a good goal. Hutchison. Watched by Patterson. 4-second difference, maybe 5. 4 seconds between the shot and penalty clock, so Whitby can kill most of this. No pressure, now they come. Cross to Murphy, gets it to Bushi. Bushi will shoot. Chelich with the shoulder save. And now we have the penalty being assessed. It's a slashing call. Turner steps out of the box, Hutchison steps on the floor, and they set up the offense. Milligan's at the top, takes it from McMahon. He had to reach for it. Across to Hutchison, he had to reach a bit as well. McMahon thinking about letting it rip. Milligan to Hutchison, 5 on the shot clock. He'll fire, scores, top corner. Ball pops out. Seneca going after it. Swats away, and Farthing actually is the one to get it into a stick. Changes direction, runs. Coming over center floor, evades a check from the Pitchell coming out of the off the bench. And he'll go to the bench now as he throws it over to Bushi. Bushi leaves it for Murphy. Murphy's going to let it fly. He scores by the leg of Chilich. And it's 10-3, the Steelhawks running it up a bit. Seneca pulls that back between his legs. Again, he's winning the draws out, but McMahon is able to get that one. Whitby called for over and back off the draw. Thought he had one. Thought he still had his zone. Whoa. That pass throws a light off, and it's shining right in our eyes over here. And I think they're going to blow play down while somebody goes and fixes that light. Nope, they're just going to restart the play. Let us deal with it. That is really bright. They're the metal frames around the light, and it's reflecting right over here. It's lovely brightness if you like to see very well, but pass through doesn't connect with Hutchison. Oh, it did connect with Hutchison, but it was surrounded by Shockwaves. And Pitchell comes out with it. What a pass through to Patterson. We got a great angle of that watching from your position, that he somehow got that through, but still wasn't a lane there. Van Oudegem goes far side, but Coot snags it. Johnson thought about the shot, the long pass. Thinks better. One shot clock goes, but it wasn't operational. The other one is still working. 12 seconds to go. There's a little twister taken by Hamley. He is stopped by Seneca. That's an important save for Seneca, because when both goalies have been having trouble, you need to get a save under your belt. Leprade leaves it for Wittig. Wittig runs around his man, shoots, stepped in the crease, or it would have been a beauty save there. Bushi commences with possession, gets it back immediately from Hutchison as we're back underway here in the ALL at the Children's Arena, Oshawa. Milligan. It's a lot of traffic in front. He shovels it through to Bushi, who lands in the crease. It'll be Shockwave possession. That one just goes off the end of the stick of Leprade, but Gat is right there to pick up. Lewis on him. Wittig takes it off the bench. Throws it down to Patterson, who bobbles it and picks it back up. The fifth offensive player just getting out there. Whitty can't handle that pass. Picked up by Muir. Van Oudegem shoots off one of the pipes. One-handed pass by Jonah Mohawk and the diving attempt by Van Oudegem. What a save by Lucas Coote. Boy, there are a lot of good things happening. The pass by Mohawk under duress, and then the attempt by Van Oudegem, but what a save by Coote. Shades of Nick Rose last night in Toronto. Then when it goes to the net, he's stripped. Great defensive play there by Holbrook. And then he directs traffic as his teammates are running up the floor. Whitby pretty quick getting their guys out on the floor. No call though, the officials were watching, so they have a good change. Boucher changes direction. Over to the far side to McMahon. There's a cutting Boucher, he misses the net. Great give and go, but just couldn't finish it off to the back of the net. Outlet pass gets away, and it's gonna be Farthing with the ball for Whitby, his first ALL game. Shoots, he misses. 5:26 to go as St. Catharines go to the power play. Mohawk just bangs it home. Jonah Mohawk just takes the pass and absolutely rips one that ricochets its way in. Power play goal makes it 10-4. McCrory pulls it back between his legs. Holbrook runs over everybody. And Whitby will get possession. I guess he didn't run over. It sounds like he was pushed over. And Farthing is hit by Josh Becker. They both give him a push. The Steelhawks, Jason Crawford wants a penalty, but they're just going to get the ball. Becker clearly thought the play had been blown in. So it's just possession and we carry on. Milligan spying the floor, throws it to Murphy. He spins. There's a couple of players in. It looks like somebody wants to go with Boucher. It's Alec Tamas. Ripped Boucher's helmet off. Had at least one. He had his right glove off. Yeah, each team has 5 players out there. 4:42 to go in the half. 10-4 Whitby, and they have the ball as we start up. Hutchison takes the pass from Milligan. Pitchell all over him. Still giving him a bit of a ride. After it was passed up to McMahon. There's Milligan. Milligan, a slow start to his first game, but then he has been really hot. That shot off the foot of Seneca. Murphy couldn't quite find a spot. Sidearm shot by Fernandez. That one goes wide and then up into the rafters. Bounces all the way down the floor, and Leprade will get it. Play is blown back in. A chance, but the stop by Coote, and he leaps out to scoop that ball away, and the outlet pass finds Holbrook. Foot save. Seneca stopped it. Nice work by Albrecht to spin off a couple of checks, slow things down, wait for his cohort. McMahon's coming up, gets over center floor, and takes the pass from Albrecht, who heads off. That pass almost intercepted by Carl Kettle, but the Steelhawks do maintain it. Murphy gets it from Milligan. A little pick there. Then the roll doesn't connect. 3 on the shot clock, so Milligan's going to try and create something. And he'll just wind up leaving the ball in behind. There's going to be a holding call. And late in the shot clock, Milligan without really a lane to get a shot off. Certainly not a goal. And take the holding call. That one hurts. 3:20 to go here with score 10-4 for Whitby. They're on the man advantage. Up top to Milligan. He's going to let it go. Shoots. Bouncer misses. McMahon can't get there in time. It's going to be over and back. Coote just stops and leaves it there. Muir's going to pick it up. Muir down to Van Oudegem. Muir just waiting to see what's available. Now he tries to cut underneath. Nice job by Farthing and McMahon to take it away. Muir gets a shot off, bounces high, up over Coote, who did a bit of a limbo to avoid getting hit by the ball. It goes out of play, and Whitby gets it. They'll set up in the power play. Milligan to McMahon. Now they get it down to Hutchison. Murphy. Bolts is down low. Hard shot by Murphy, gets up out of play, right over the net. The young fan is heading after that one. O'Brien and Pitchell down low for St. Catharines. There's a shot and a save by Seneca. Corey Becker has it. He was high on that penalty kill, along with GJ Nedelko. He's still up in the offensive zone here. Passes off to Patterson. Spin move, picked up nicely there by Lundy. Oh, the ball just bounces away. Oh, but a pass through to Garrett Lewis. Chicken wing save by Seneca. Nice feed by Alec Johnson. Now Becker's got it. Josh Becker, 18 on the shot clock. We are back to 5-on-5. Oh, and a goal. What a play by Anthony Patterson. Fancy little move as he catches it, flips the hands over and tucks that one in. I'm Steven Stamp. This is JVI Sports Network bringing you Arena Lacrosse League action from the Children's Arena in Oshawa. Seneca McCrory again. Big hit by Pace, and Seneca's able to come up with the ball. Becker, he'll shoot, scores! That is a great shot. Coote looked like he knew where that was going, but just perfectly placed. And Josh Becker, man, that kid's got some skill. And it's 10-6 with 1:11 to play. Ball is under Turner's knee. Lewis gets in to try and scoop it out. He can't get it. They're going to call withholding on St. Catharines. So the Steelhawks get the ball. See if they can respond to this run by the Shockwave into the final minute of the first half. Big pick by Bouchy. McMahon has it. Nobody really getting open, so he's just going to shoot. Saved by Seneca. Ball's picked up by Pace. Goes to Becker, scores! 4 straight for the Shockwave. Great run. Whitby gets the ball off the face-off, 34 seconds to go. Bouchy thought about the shot, O'Brien pushes him out. Good D there. Pass across to the far side to McMahon. 15 on the shot clock, 24 on the game clock. Whitby kind of steps back and slows it down. 9 to shoot. Ball gets away, Seneca gets it, 9 seconds to go in the half, he takes a timeout. 8.0 when play is blown down. Seneca's going to make the long second quarter walk to the St. Catharines bench and stay there as they'll put 6 attackers out to try and pull within 2. Van Oudegem's going to start with the ball. Becker and Wittig, the lefties as you'd expect. The righties, Jonah Mohawk up high. Cam Seneca down at shooter spot. And Patterson is way down now. He's going to swing up as Van Oudegem runs out. 3 to shoot. They make the pass to Becker. Doesn't quite connect. And time will run out. Shockwave almost created something, but They won't get the last one. Still, a bit of a roll for them. They trail 10-7 to the Whitby Steelhawks. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. Third quarter action underway. Cam Seneca rips that ball back between his legs, and it is snagged there. And the Shockwave will start with possession, and they have all the momentum with 4 straight goals to get within 10-7. And again, all the stats in their favor. 16-12, the shots for St. Catharines in the second quarter. Penalty coming. 21-12, the loose balls. The only thing, Whitby did get 7 faceoff wins, just 3 for St. Catharines. But 6 men out. The shot and the goal. Josh Becker is lighting it up. He changed his spot there, though he had been going down by the left foot. For you stats junkies. Corey Becker raced in to get that one. Now he's going to try a little shot crossing over and missed on the far side. Albrecht under some pressure, reverses directions a couple times, splits the D, rolls it. Nice play by Albrecht to get it ahead to Hutchison. Beat the 8-second count. And then Becker comes from behind, Josh Becker that is. Corey was right there with him, and they get it away from Hutchison. Josh Becker's going to run the floor. Josh Becker still has the ball. He's watched there by Johnny Leclerc. Wittig now has Leclerc on him, throws it up top to Patterson, 7 to shoot. Jonah Mohawk gets to the net, shoots, Coote with the save. Young Jonah Mohawk, number 6, showing some good signs. Maybe looking a little bit like the young player he is, just coming out of junior B. But doing pretty well. Just maybe heavy thinking right now. But here's the ball back with Alec Tamas. He lobs it up and Van Utegem goes and gets it. Patterson with it. St. Catharines within 2. Hutchison ties him up. Gets by though. Now Jones Smith tries to check him. That one went off of somebody. Gets up into the rafters. Apparently was off of St. Catharines player. It's Whitby possession. Boucher. Little wrap check from Patterson. Runs through that. Muir watching him as Kettle goes for the check. Boucher, the pass to Murphy. Low shot off of Seneca, off the back wall. And it's going to come right out to Boucher, fresh 30 for the Steelhawks. Fernandez gives it a bit away almost immediately. And Cody Hamley, the pass cross high to high. Then the shot by Boucher goes wide. Hamley tries to go up and get it. Can't. It's going to be an over and back. Surely that's an over and back. There we go. They were just waiting to see if a St. Catharines player was going to get there. But Hamley was in position, so it will be blown down and Wittig will go and pick it up. Van Utegem runs by one man, shoots. Low save by Coote. Farthing, pass it down low. Oh, they tried for the tic-tac-toe play, but the pass just didn't quite get through to Leclerc. St. Catharines wants a penalty called. Kind of hard to argue with him on that one. Looked like Curtis Conley tied up his man, dragged him to the floor, but St. Catharines does get the ball back. Corey Becker, oh my! Looking like Josh Becker there with the little backhand shovel low to high. McCrory directing traffic before the faceoff, but it's Seneca that pulls it out, although it does go to Turner. Coote jumps out of the crease to avoid the over and back. It would have been a back end, but the 8-second count comes on Crawford. He puts the ball down. Alec Tamas gets it over to Van Utegem. Muir changes directions, comes to Mohawk. He knows where he wants to go. He gets it up to Wittig. Sidearm shot right off the butt of Jason Crawford. Over to Van Utegem. 8 on the shot clock. Shovel pass to Brooker Muir. Mohawk is knocked down out front. That shot hits a defender's foot. Mohawk can't get it off, and it'll be, I'm guessing it was Garrett Lewis's foot, since he is the one who's lifting his foot in some clear discomfort. McMahon has to get across center, just beats the 8 count. Leprade still on him. Leprade number 99 for St. Catharines, one of the players that actually Whitby drafted in the expansion draft, but then traded back to St. Catharines for a third-round pick. Justin Pitchell picked that pass off and goes for a trot. Sets a little pick on Cody McMahon, who whacks him hard, then a cross-check in the back. Still going after Pitchell. McMahon clearly fairly upset. Cross-check to the back of Pitchell, and again, that's going to be a penalty. Basically, McMahon just kept going until he did enough to draw the penalty. He was pretty determined. And Pitchell's going after somebody in the players' bench. I think it was Travis Zabolt. Zabolt's turning his hands up. Pitchell is fired up. And Josh Becker plays peacemaker by picking up the helmet that had fallen on the floor and handing it to Zabolt. All right, we will have to wait to hear the announcements, but Pitchell is going to take the extra 2. That means that Chris Shevins will go in and serve the penalty while Pitchell and McMahon will sit out their respective minors. So it's Whitby coming out with the power play. Milligan up top. Passes down to the crease, can't quite get it through to Fernandez, but it rolls around to Bushi, and Whitby retains possession. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Milligan at the top. Hutchison. Oh, Milligan again just sees something he likes. You could tell before the ball got to him that he knew where he was going with that shot, and as it arrives, he sweeps the shot and a rip into the top corner. Power play goal. It's 11-9 Whitby, and they needed that. So Shevins is out. McMahon and Pitchell will serve the remainder of their 2 minutes and then be released at the next technical stoppage. Harris will spin off. Josh Harris going to stay up and play some offense. He is a 2-time All-Canadian long pole defender for the Brock Badgers. He is playing some Owen. Here's Anthony Patterson. He'll get a shot. That one's wide. Clears through the rafters, but not into the mesh. It's grabbed by Becker, but he steps over and back. That's going to be a delay of game. As he grabbed the ball, just got it, stepped over center, which is enough to cause the over and back. So right after the power play goal that made it 11-9, Cam Milligan and the Whitby Steelhawks will go back to the power play. Backdoor pass to Bushi. Comes up to Hutchison. He's got tons of room and scores. Gets Seneca going completely the wrong way and pulls it low to high. McCrory pulls it out, rolls by everybody, and is grabbed there by Farthing. He thought he had it, started to run. It was out of his stick. The pass to Becker doesn't connect. Farthing picks it up. He'll step back, survey. Now he makes the pass to Hutchison as it opens up. Hutchison watched by Tamas, takes a chop on the arm. Fernandez thought he took a cross check to the face, which fairly accurate. Milligan thought about letting another one rip. Gets it through to Fernandez. What a goal. Fernandez tucking home the gorgeous whip pass by Cam Milligan. My goodness. Milligan, a 6th round pick in the NLL draft after he was rated by some, including myself, as a 1st round talent. Certainly a lot of righties in the draft this year, which meant that his stock fell, but bit of a surprise for a lot of people that he went all the way to the 6th round to New England. Didn't stick there, but he is going to be making some people think that, hey, he has the talent and he's putting in the work. And that's an impressive display of skill. One of the best passers I've seen come out of junior lacrosse in a while, Cam Milligan. Ball still loose off the face-off. Eventually Garrett Lewis gets it, flips it behind the back. Dalton Lundy will just loft one up, and Cody Hamley is going to wait to get some help. There's still Steelhawks coming off the bench, 17 to go on the shot clock. Milligan with it. Thought about shooting lever pass, doesn't quite connect with Murphy. Hamley goes back and gets the loose ball. He's banged into the boards there. LaPrade. That's over and back. LaPrade, a bit of a mistake in stepping over in the first place when he saw the check coming. Needs to either stay on his own side, absorb the check and then make the pass, or flip the ball to somebody if he knew where they were. tried to do kind of a bit of each. Whitby winds up with possession. 13-9, they're ahead with 8:10 to go here in the third quarter. Zabolts, who is involved in the altercation from the bench with Pitchell, gets his second of the game. McCrory and Seneca again. Oh, Cam Seneca clamps down, but it comes out to Farthing. Gets it to Crawford, who throws it ahead, and they get it across center in time. Murphy adjusting his slash guards to Milligan. Sidearm pass, and Hutchison has some room. Pace comes out on him. Zabolt, looked like he might go for a third goal. That shot by Fernandez right softly into the belly pad of Craig Seneca, but Fernandez working hard to try and get the loose ball. A trio of Shockwave players do manage to get it across center. Patterson running it ahead, just leaves it there for Jonah Mohawk. Turner quickly out on him. Mohawk going down low. Oh, he had the pass to Patterson. Now he's going to make it to him. Made it a little harder than he had to, but he got it there. And the shot, the save by Coote, as Patterson went far side, and Coote had to be alert. Ball is grabbed by Jones Smith. He's got Murphy with him off the bench. Great job by St. Catharines to get their players off the floor, get the defenders onto the floor, and to identify where they had to be. So Whitby slows it down. Zabolt's back to Hutchison. Ball is knocked down. We got a penalty coming here as Kettle is banged into the boards. Josh Becker will start with the ball. They trail 14-9, but the Shockwave, as we have seen, can score in a hurry. They're going to have to at some point. Wittig to Muir. He's searching, watched by Lewis. Patterson drags it down, tries to go by, shoots. Didn't go in the net. I was trying to decide if it was a crease or a goal, but it was actually a save by Lucas Coote. Terrific play. Jeff Wittig getting into it with Curtis Conley down in the St. Catharines defensive zone. Well, you get those offensive players caught back on D, and it's definitely a chance for them to return some of the checks they get. Oh, and then he throws the hard check on Bushi that got a little high, but Bushi was falling at the time. It was aimed low. And then Bushi takes a cross check from Bill O'Brien. It's a rough shift for a couple of those Steelhawks. Ben Udigam watched by Hutchison. Over to Becker. Lundy came out on him. They're still pursuing him all the way out near center. Oh, chance down behind the play, but Nedelko couldn't quite contain the pass. Nifty little moves there by Tyler Albrecht. Nice athleticism, but then he had himself pinned, throws it behind the back pass, but it's picked off by Becker. Becker avoids the check by Murphy, fakes the behind the back. Hits the cutting Nedelko, who picks it up. Oh, all alone on top of Van Udigam, saved by Coote. Much like Coote's miracle save earlier, some good things happening by St. Catharines, but Coote makes the stop. All goes for naught when you can't make the final part of the play, which is putting it in the net. Becker fighting off everybody, Leclerc in particular. There's Cam Seneca going to the net, and Coote makes another save. That one not quite as spectacular as the last one, but still a solid stop. Oh, Justin Pitchell had to just let the ball rip as the shot clock was about to expire. It rises up into Brandon Turner, who went down momentarily, but then jumped back up, inducing a pretty solid cringe from his wife sitting right below me in the stands here. Can't keep him down. There will be a penalty to Whitby, which is going to give St. Catharines a power play. Mohawk back up to Patterson. Hard shot saved by Coote, but it's out of his reach. It's tapped back in. Might have been just a momentary lapse of reason by Crawford as he actually just kind of rolled that ball back to his goaltender. Mohawk takes the pass. He's going to shoot. Scores! Jonah Mohawk steps around the pick by Anthony Patterson. Pulls it near post. Just a little hook inside that iron. Muir, too many steps, I thought, but it looked like he took a few steps with the ball in the back of his stick, but he's still got possession. He did pop it over eventually, and he'll throw it off to Whittig. St. Catharines has the ball. That pass, a little too hot to handle for Becker as it got right up onto the glass and skipped out of play. 4 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter, 14-10 for the Whitby Steelhawks. Boucher gets a little pick on Tamas from Murphy. McMahon's quick shot, but that was blocked. It was Mike McLaughlin getting in the way. There's Whittig on the run. Oh, what a shoulder save by Lucas Coote. Early in the game, it was Whitby with all kinds of momentum, but Coote has had to keep them in this one as St. Catharines scoring chance after scoring chance. Whittig catches it with one hand, protects with one hand. Now he's going to spin, spins again, shoots another save by Coote. Good work by Whittig, but he couldn't really get an accurate shot off. He and Lewis getting into each other's faces. Leclerc runs the ball over mid-floor, hands it off, and goes to the bench. Zabolts with the pick, rolls, pass just too far for him from Boucher. It's a solid seal by Zabolts. He may have waited just a half second too long, though, because the pass wound up being a bit far for him. There's a spin. It's Kyle Pedwell shooting. I think it was partially blocked, and Coote comes up with it. Nobody up the floor for an outlet pass, so Turner will take the short pass. He's got to battle his way over center. Nedelko on him. He will not make, the ball gets over, so it's no 8-second count, but there's no Steelhawks player as they have all gone to the bench for the change, and Shockwave get it back. Great effort by DJ Nedelko. He stays up for the offensive shift. Whittig outside shot. That's wide, so it's going to be an over and back. Leclerc, sorry, that's, who is that? Pat McCrory hustling after it. We'll get the restart. Not sure he's happy he did that as Bill O'Brien chops him down, knocks him to the floor, and he's walked over in addition by Josh Harris. Great defensive play by O'Brien. You can see in some shifts he's still adjusting to the game, getting used to what's asked of him here in the system. But boy, he is that big, strong defender who plays a solid physical game. Lewis grabs that ball. This play is blown back in after it went up into the rafters. He gets across center. Actually had a couple seconds to go. Milligan takes the pass. Lewis is going to stay on O. Feed across to Fernandez. Lewis on top of the crease. Pick coming from Conley. The roll was effectively stopped by just grabbing hold of Conley. Then Zabolts chops down. And eventually the ball comes out. Milligan, it went off of a player. So no over and back, but the shot clock was still winding down. And Milligan just fires it from way in his own end. Seneca passes ahead, and here comes Anthony Patterson with the ball. Coming up to the last minute of the third quarter. Still 14-10 for Whitby. Whittig is grabbed, but it's a goal. Kind of got that, somehow got that shot off. And it finds its way through. They're down, set. Head start by Seneca on that great jump. McCurry is a little bit delayed, and Seneca runs the ball around the back. He's got Leprad, throws it to him now. Seneca going to the bench, as is Leprad. Brooker Muir. Over to Becker. There's a pick. McCrory, nice D's up on Becker, and the hard shot by Patterson. That'll go over and back. And right down into the corner. Bill O'Brien's going to be there to check whoever happens to go and get it. It's going to be Chris Boucher picking it up. 33 seconds in the quarter, and Coote has come to the bench. 6 attackers for Whitby. They're just going to wait till right near the end. A 3-second difference. 3 more seconds on the game clock, then the shot clock. McMahon waiting. 10 to shoot. Milligan has it. Pitchell comes out after him. Huge pick by Hamley. The shot by McLeod. The St. Catharines fans wanted a moving pick or an illegal pick. And it's a tough one to argue as well. The period will end. "15 minutes to decide a winner." It's 14-11 Whitby. St. Catharines has had some runs, though. St. Catharines once again controlling a lot of the statistics as Becker tries to get that ball. 16 shots to 7 in that quarter. That gives them 47-32 edge in the game. But the Shockwave trail by 3. Here goes Becker to the net, and he loses the ball. Nice little strip there by Jason Crawford. That shot by Muir is knocked away. A fresh 30 for the Shockwave. 25-13 the edge in loose balls in that quarter, which gives them 73 for the game to 43 for Whitby. Face-offs, 14 for Whitby, 14 for St. Catharines, so that one's a dead heat. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is JVI Sports Network. We are bringing you the Arena Lacrosse League from the Children's Arena in Oshawa, Ontario. Bushi trying to catch Seneca off guard, but he was ready for it, and he throws the sidearm rifle of a pass that just misses Van Utegem and gets up into the mesh. Johnson accepting the pass from Conley, got away from him, and now he has it. Pressure there from Corey Becker. They get it over to Murphy. Only 15 seconds to work with for the Steelhawks when they get their offense set up. Milligan on his offside, looking for a pass. We've seen what he can do when he passes that ball, but this one's pretty simple, and Bushi shot way wide. He'll be over and back, up in the rafters, 30 seconds. Any of them would have affected it, and it's going to be St. Catharines' ball. Becker watched by Jones Smith, and here's some help coming. Always a good idea to double team. It was Conley helping out. That shot off of Coot, up out of play. Going to Mohawk. We'll start with possession. Whitting runs around, shoots sidearm, but pulled it back a bit too much against the green. It's scooped up by Garrett Lewis. His high pass, too much for Jordy Jones-Smith, and it's going to be grabbed there by Alex Pace. Pace was a revelation to me last year playing for this team, as I was not familiar with him, and he's a solid presence for them back there in defense and transition. Van Utegem over to Brooker Muir. Muir gives it to Whitting. The 3 lefties working it. Now they go to the far side, and Patterson thought about letting that fly. Whitting twister, saved by Coot, reaches behind him, puts it in his stick and throws it ahead. Great pass to Albrecht, but nice hustle by Van Utegem to get back and play defense. He's going to pressure, trying to force Albrecht low. He'll pass it off, and Bushi takes the ball. 3 righties for Whitby. That pass to Cam Milligan, well, intended for Cam Milligan, was up into the Oshawa flag way above the net. St. Catharines possession. We are 2.5 minutes, 2:40 into the 4th quarter. Mohawk running around the top. Swim move. Josh Becker running out of options, trying to find more. Finds one, but Patterson is stopped by Coot. Long outlet pass. Cody McMahon grabs it. What a goal. The pass just lobbed ahead by Brad Holbrook. And McMahon had to handle a bit of an awkward bounce. Snagged it as it was coming up to him. He had to catch it right away on the bounce so he could get the shot off before he went into the crease. And Muir, Turner. St. Catharines gets it. Harris runs it out of trouble. Quick pass by Pace, and Brooker Muir will slow down. And Brooker Muir goes to the bench. That is not a phrase you say a lot in this league. He plays constantly, but he's going to go and switch sticks. Diving attempt. Whitting puts it in, but it was called off for the crease violation. He doesn't like it. Some fans don't like it. It was very close. Bushi with the ball. He's taking his time while everyone gets out with him. 15 on the shot clock. Defender's lost his stick. Now we have a crease violation at the other end of the floor. Milligan loading it up. He went down hard to the floor and gradually makes his way back to the bench. Muir couldn't handle that pass behind him. Coots going to throw the short outlet pass. He had a man ahead, but probably wisely went to Hutchison as Conley was getting covered by Corey Becker. They tangle up as Conley goes to the bench. Meanwhile, Boucher has the ball, throws it along the boards. McMahon somehow contains that pass as it bounced off the boards. Bill O'Brien banging him. Boy, Cody McMahon is a tough, smaller player, but he does not often get hit by the likes of Bill O'Brien, who is big and strong and a great guy, but a very mean lacrosse defender. The prod runs it across center. Rolls the pass, goes to the benches. Van Oudegem picks it up. Leclerc covering Muir. Pick and roll. Becker gets it. Penalty coming to Whitby. Becker still has the ball. He's going to run around behind the net. Tries to pass it out to Muir. I think Seneca just realized that the delayed penalty was coming because he was sprinting to the bench, but it goes over and back. Patterson starts with it up top. See what the Shockwave can do with this. Mohawk got a lovely goal a little while ago. There's Becker. They jump out on him. You can tell they do not want Becker to get a chance to shoot as Jones Smith was immediately on him. Crawford and Holbrook low. Farthing is up top with Jones Smith. That shot by Seneca well wide off the boards. Bounces back, rolls over center. And it'll be Whitby possession. Cam Milligan's going to go pick it up. 26 seconds gone in the penalty. We're down to 9:50 in the fourth quarter. Whitby looking for their first Arena Lacrosse League win. The clock cannot tick quickly enough for their liking at this point. Milligan goes underneath. There's some slide help, though, from St. Catharines. All kinds of pressure. He is pinned along the boards, fights his way out, fights through three men, still has the ball. What an effort by Cam Milligan. I'll tell you, Cam Milligan, who myself and others pointed out was maybe not known as an inside player, was not known as the guy to enjoy the physical going, but he has clearly, there's a shot that goes wide. He is clearly trying to dispel all of those considerations as he has been playing hard, going to the middle, setting picks. I've been very impressed with his play in the Arena Lacrosse League. Plus, he's still got an ethereal passing skill. Murphy takes the pass and gives it back to Boucher. Harris right out on top of him. Hutchison takes it from Fernandez. Fakes low, steps back out over the restraining line. 10 on the shot clock. So it was an illegal substitution call against Whitby. We just hear it announced. They try and get the connection, but Boucher can't quite handle the pass and then topples as he was fighting to keep his feet out of the crease while he was trying to catch the ball. Here comes Wittig, 15 on the penalty. See if they go for one here. Looks like they're going to set up and try a shot. Down to 8 on the penalty. It gets away from Becker, so they'll probably just wait it out. Jones Smith cross-checks him in the lower back. He was up in the air. Wittig shoots. As the player comes out of the box, there's a chance. Poor timing on the shot selection, but Bill O'Brien races out. Oh, great play by Albrecht to use O'Brien's momentum against him, and he steps around and gets the shot off, but the big save by Craig Seneca. 8 minutes to go. 15-11, Whitby still ahead. Becker has it. Holbrook knows it, and he's checking him. Sorry, that was Alec Johnson on him. There's Cam Seneca to Becker. Gets away from him. A few mishandles. Now Brooker Muir runs into a wall of black, shoots, and may have caught Coot a bit off guard, but Coot reached down, didn't touch him, goes out of play, and it will be Whitby possession, Holbrook. No rush, he's just got to make sure he gets over in 8 seconds, does so as he gets it to Murphy. Immediately to Milligan, long pass to Hutchison. Milligan trying to slip him back door, but he is picked up. They're quite aware of where he is at all times. He's got the ball, but well outside. Oh, pass to Boucher, who goes cross-hander. Almost tucked it in. O'Brien, shovel pass ahead, will connect with Alex Pace, or will it? That's Milligan back in his own end. Oh, what a pass! Saved by Seneca. Glorious pass by Milligan. Boucher, couple of fakes, but Seneca stays with him patiently and turns it aside. Pace has it. Boy, this is a fast game. McCrory, Seneca. McCrory pulls it out. Great job by Becker to get to it and shovel it ahead. Nice hustle by Josh Harris to pick it up. He's going to run around behind the net. Thought he might go for a goal. He had a huge goal in the Pigataway Cup Kufla Championship as a long pole. This time he's going to hand it off to his offense and let Jonah Mohawk try and make something happen. Picked by Patterson. The shot comes out. I'm not sure the ball ever came down. There it is. It bounced back into the defensive end. Jason Crawford shares a bit of a grin and a laugh with one of the officials. Heads to the box. That pass is banged right back to Garrett Lewis. Hutchison looking for somebody. He's got Boucher in the back door, but he's picked up perfectly by Dylan LaPrade. LaPrade picks off that pass and runs in the offensive zone. LaPrade, who played junior B last year, I believe for St. Catharines. I think he may have some junior eligibility left too. He is a good young player, really developing. Oh, that shot blocked by Lewis. Not sure he meant to block it, but it hit him. Now Whittick's going to pick it up and dunk it in. It's a goal. And immediately, Holbrook comes across. And I think they're arguing that he went through the crease and then was the first player to play the ball. Crawford's talking to Kevin Sullivan, the head of referee, but they've just reported the goal. There's no discussion. So with 5:40 to go, it's 15-12. You can rewind it and go see, so you have a better replay option than I do. But big goal for the Shockwave on the great dunk play. The question of whether he was in the crease or through the crease kind of took away a little bit maybe from the focus on what a great diving goal that was by Jeff Whittick. It's 15-12. There's a shot and a save by Coote. He drops it in front of him, and Murphy will step back behind the crease and start play. Bouncer to Holbrook. O'Brien on him, pushes him back over center, but Holbrook gets rid of it in time. Murphy, watched by O'Brien, throws it down low. Hutchison tried to grab the ball in front. He's checked. It's loose in the corner, and Hutchison will go to the bench as it's picked up. Now Pitchell's going to let the shot clock expire. Boucher gets it, but runs out of time. Pitchell kind of rides him like a bucking bronco for a moment, then comes down. 4:44 to go. Still a 3-goal lead for Whitby. The pass ahead to Mohawk down low. Finished by Cam Seneca. Great passing play by St. Catharines, and Whitby sees their lead shrink to just 2 goals. It's 15-13, 4:37 to play. The Shockwave with momentum. And the Steelhawks looking a little bit shell-shocked at this point. Defensive face-off for St. Catharines coming. And Brooker Muir will take it after Seneca scored that goal after going for a run. He needs a bit of a break, deserves it. Becker tries to reach it with one hand, can't get it. Eventually it's Harris that gets it, throws it to Muir. They're in the offensive zone. Patterson hits Becker. Becker gets held but scores. Holbrook had clamped onto the shoulder, spun him around, but Becker just fights through the check. Whitby was looking pretty good for their first ALL win, but I mentioned you can never count out the Shockwave. Then Brooker Muir tries to slip his stick about 3 inches in too far. He does come out with the ball, but loses it. Farthing grabs it. 3-on-2, but he's trailed by Becker. He's going to lob it back out top to Lewis, who will go off the bench. Farthing goes to the bench as well. Milligan takes the pass from Albrecht. 18 on the shot clock. 4:08 to go in the game. 1-goal lead, 15-14 for Whitby. Hutchison sliding underneath Corey Becker, changes direction. Shoots, misses wide. It's going to come out. McMahon tries to get it, goes to Seneca. Almost a horrible bounce for them as it bounced off of him, but it's still not a great one because it goes back in and Whitby will get possession. Milligan shoots. Ooh. He saw something, he thought he could beat Seneca, but I don't know about that decision. They come down the other end and a save by Coote bails him out on Corey Becker. Becker drops the ball trying to pass it out front. Huge collision Jones-Smith goes down to the floor, but the ball gets ahead to Milligan. He's going to slow it down this time as he passes ahead to Hutchison. Milligan's going to the bench, where I think he'll be told that might not be the shot we're looking for, Cam. I mean, if it goes in, it looks great, but Fernandez protects himself with his right arm, throwing that elbow up. You hear somebody wanted a warding off call. You do not get those very often. That one off the leg of Seneca and up out of play from Cody Hanley's shot. Another possession, a fresh 30. 3:08 to go. Whitby leading 15-14. This is JVI Sports Network. This is the Arena Lacrosse League. I'm Steven Stamp. Pass to Hutchison, protects it with the body. Gat all over him. That pass by Murphy almost picked off. Now it is. Gat hustling over center. Trying to push the pace, get a chance. Now Muir goes to the net. He is knocked down. St. Catharines wants a check from behind, but they will make do with possession. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Van Oudegem shoots another shot early in the shot clock that may not have been the best option. It's going to go over and back or out of play. Not sure if it got up into the rafters, but either way, it's Whitby possession, 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. That pass almost picked off, kind of a lazy looper, and it is now picked off. St. Catharines has it. Oh, what a play by LaPrade to reach back, get it, and then avoid the check. Gives it off to Patterson as Crawford was going for the strip. Was very close to getting it. Sorry, that was Holbrook that almost made that strip. Here's Lundy trying to check Becker. Becker spins off the check, goes in, shoots, misses. It goes wide, up into the rafters. Boy, Josh Becker scored a bunch today. Couldn't quite find his range on that one. 15-14 Whitby, 1:56 to go. Farthing runs it over center. O'Brien meets him. Fernandez down to Milligan. Zabolts sets a pick for him. O'Brien fights through it, gets out high. There's a trip. They're going to just call possession. That feels a little bit like a fourth quarter call, because I think earlier that may have been a penalty, but Whitby can't complain too much. They've got the ball, 1:35 to go, and a 1-goal lead. Boucher to Murphy. Hard check. Sends Boucher sprawling. The ball pops out. Boucher almost grabs it. And they're going to say it will be Whitby possession. It's the Bolts was checked while he was on the ground and the ball was loose. 1:25 to go as the fresh 30 starts. The Bolts with a big pick, but not too big. And Whitby maintains possession. They're just taking their time here. Austin Murphy, the cross check to the back of Bill O'Brien, who's going to return some checks, knocks Murphy down. Murphy holding on to O'Brien's stick, and he's lucky to get away with that one. Clearly a holding the stick that was not called. Seneca made that save look a little exciting. And then Austin Murphy, he's getting a bit riled up. He gives a bit of a shove to Kyle Bedwell going off to the bench. Josh Harris, knocked down by Jordy Jones-Smith, hangs on to the ball and gets it over. What an effort by Josh Harris to get it to Jeff Wittig. 41 seconds to go. Wittig goes to the net, shoots a little bit high on the far side. Comes out to Seneca. He goes to the net, shoots, stopped by Coote. Lob pass ahead by Farthing perfectly to McCrory. Cam Milligan coming off the bench. McCrory looked at him and Milligan put both hands up and said, hang on. 22 on the clock. I've seen them play all of their games this year, and they have not wound up being close. They've been close through parts of them, but have lost 18-11, 17-11, and then I believe it was 16-9 or 16-10 last week to Peterborough. They've given up 14 again today, but they've scored 15. Whitby originally only sent 4 players onto the floor. Milligan waves for another one. Muir is going to cover Milligan. He's back near center. Lobs the ball ahead to the man coming off the bench. Fernandez catches it. 18 seconds. Murphy bounces it to Milligan. Nobody's open. Farthing's going to the bench. Now he's going to stay out. Milligan behind the back. What a play. That is a game saver to get it down. And there's a penalty coming now as the slash, and Bill O'Brien is going after Murphy. Those two have been getting into it for a while, a few shifts now. 2.3 seconds, and the Steelhawks, I believe, are going to have the ball in a fresh 30. Brandon Turner has it, plays blown in. Pitchell gives him a bit of a check. Another one. The game ends, and the Whitby Steelhawks are on the board with their first ever Arena Lacrosse League win, 15-14, a thriller over the St. Catharines Shockwave. This is Arena Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports Network. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Check out all the Arena Lacrosse League games from here in Oshawa on JVI Sports Network Channel 2. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.